Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina, and for this video, I'm taking you along with me for a few nights of my life. It's mainly going to focus on reading, like some comics and some books, but I actually have a lot of work to do, and I figured why not show you schoolwork and things like that. Um, But just at the beginning, I was reading this one, Sirens Love Hurts. This is issue number 2. There's supposed to be a total of 4 in this. This was really good. I give it like 4 stars out of 5. I don't know if everyone would like it because it's focused so heavily. I think if you like the sirens, but you want a little more goofy aspect of it. Like it's serious. The There are crimes going on in this that they're trying to solve. Like it's an overarching mystery that they're trying to solve in this series. But I don't think it's necessarily for everyone. But I would recommend this right now. Like I said, this is issue 2, so highly recommend this series so far. We'll see how I feel by the time the 4th issue comes out. But other than that, so I already did some work today, but I'm preparing for bed. That's why I read some of this, but I did read this, not some of this. That's why I read this. But now I'm going to read some of this Cleopatra book by Sarah L. Arifi. This is new. Like it just came out. I don't even know if it's been weeks yet, but this just came out. Of course, it's a book about none other than Cleopatra the eighth. I can't remember which number she is. But the Cleopatra. There's a lot of Cleopatras actually in the line, but the one that everyone knows, the famous but also infamous Cleopatra. And this is told through her perspective. This is her, and she's the narrator as well. But okay, so it's like going through her entire life and really highlighting the aspects of her life. So it's not like she's starting off at age 5, but it's starting off like right at the beginning of her reign of. It actually starts off with she hasn't started ruling yet, but she just got told of her father's passing, so she will start ruling, and that's basically where I'm at in here. I'm not that far into it, but she just essentially started ruling, but she hasn't done anything. But we shall see how that turns out. We kind of know based off of history how it ends, and she does hint at it. Like the narrator, her being the narrator is very interesting because she'll say things like, oh, but we'll get to this part later, or we know how this actually ends. It's definitely different than what I thought it was going to end like. So it's really good, like little mixture of actual historical knowledge that we know and then blending in some fiction, some fantasy. It's not fantasy, some fiction into it. So this is a historical fiction. This is not nonfiction. This is not an entirely true story. However, there are true things in it that actually happened. So we're going to see how well this historical fiction turns out. I'm hoping I'm not expecting a 5-star, but it does make me smile every time I read it. So maybe 4 stars. Maybe 4.5. I want to hold it up high because I think it would be really good, but I'm not going to put it at like the top because I don't think it's so hard for me to find a 5-star book, so I don't think it'll hit that. But if it does, I'll be pleasantly surprised. So yeah, this is what I've been reading at night. Well, I just started it, but I'm going to read a little bit more of this before I go to sleep, and then I will see y'all tomorrow night. Hello. So it's the next day. Actually, it's the day after next. It's 2 days since I last spoke with you. And off camera, I finished Art on Fire by Yoon Ko Yoon. I finished this on the subway. So this was actually this is one of my own books, and I try to read my own books on the subway, so if they get damaged, then they're my own books and I don't have to worry about payments to the library. I'm still sad if I damage my books, but I don't have to worry about them being stolen or something like that. So it also helps me get through my physical TBR, or at least the books on my bookcase over here, which means I have to pick out another book. So let me first put this one up. And now I gotta pick one. So this top row here, I haven't read these books, and these are all just books at the top. This row here, I read some of it. This is manga mainly, but there are like a few light novels here, and I have not read any of the light novels, so that is an option. Manga is also an option. I haven't read manga. I don't know if I read any of it this year. I don't think I have. I know it's just March, but I haven't read any of it yet. So maybe I'll pick one of those, but I'll probably pick an actual book because I really want to go through them because I want to buy more books. And if I buy more books, then my physical TBR is just expanding. So I need to read them. The question is, which genre? I'm thinking horror or sci-fi, which makes me think maybe The Deep Sky by Yume Kitase. This is a sci-fi book. Or the latest book, one of the latest books that I bought. Ooh, it's shaking a little bit. The Only Good Indians by Stephen Graham Jones. I got this from Book Off. So watch. This is another option. So let's see. The only thing is that these two are both kind of thick. The Deep Sky is bigger. It's not 400 pages. Well, actually, no, it's not. It's 393 pages, and The Only Good Indians 305. So based off of length, I'm kind of leaning towards The Only Good Indians because I'm trying to read pretty quickly. And let me see. The size of the font is a little bigger too, not by much, but actually I might be tripping and it's the same size. What do y'all think? Is that, I feel like I'm tripping. Right here is pig. Yeah, so trying to decide which one of these. Remember what they're even about. Let's see. This one, Feeling Good Indians, about four American Indian men disturb it looks like they're going against an entity that's bent on revenge, and these men, these friends, have to work with their culture and traditions to basically go against this entity. That's what it seems like this is about. Of course, like it's probably, it might be bloody. I wonder if they're all going to make it out alive. That's what I want to know. So I'm kind of curious. Let me read the first line. The headline for Richard Boss Ribs would be Indian Man Killed in Dispute Outside Bar. That's one way to say it. Not so gripping. We'll see. And then the Deep Sky, I think it's like the last ship of humanity. It's the eve of Earth's collapse. One ship carries humanity's last hope. 80 elite individuals who will birth a generation in space. But halfway to the new planet, a bomb kills 3 crew members, and the main character, Asuka, the only witness is she's a suspect, so now she has to basically reveal what happened. It looks like there's a bunch of flashbacks. So this is more sci-fi mystery. Honestly, I don't know if I want to read that either. There were many things Asuka did not consider when she agreed to travel from one side to another. That is, did not allow herself to consider. Maybe I don't read either of these, which makes me wonder, what am I supposed to read? Maybe I'll read a light novel, Kuma 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 Bear. This is volume 4. It's been a hot minute since I read this, so okay, the premise of this is that the main character, Yuna, she was originally on Earth, and she was like a major gamer, and she ends up being teleported into this world game. I think it's the game that she played too, and ends up with a lot of money, more money than she can count. And then she has like this unique ability of really, she's very strong, but only when she's wearing the bear costume. So she basically has to wear it all the time. And now she's just trying to live her life basically in this game. So maybe I'll read this. Let me see. The day after I said my goodbyes to everybody at the Capitol, I used the Bear Transport Gate to head back to Cremonia with Fina. That was so much fun. Army of deadly necromancer-controlled monsters aside, I really enjoyed my time at the Capitol. Best of all, I got my hands on potatoes and cheese. Okay, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah. This is really cute. It's also a manga, but I've only been reading the light novels. I haven't actually read any of the mangas. So this sounds a little more intriguing than these do right now. This 319 pages. It's also shorter in height. So maybe. Or this was an option that I considered before. I actually read a couple of pages of this. This is The Library at Hellebore by Cassandra Khaw. I think it's about like a few characters are trying to survive this school without dying. On graduation day, the faculty embark on a ravenous rampage, feasting on their students. So, yeah, they're trying to survive that. Maybe not yet. I keep putting it off. I know I want to read it, but I'm just not feeling it right now. So, maybe not. I'm back at this, like, I need more books. I think I'm going to select this one, the light novel Kuma 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 Bear, novel 4. But I'm not going to start this till tomorrow on the train. So I need to do some internship work and then we'll do some reading tonight. Okay, so it was super crowded. Well, I say super crowded, but it was really crowded at the comic book shop today when I got off from work. And I didn't get any footage of it like I normally do, but I did pick up a few things. So the first thing that I got was from my pulls list. It's X-Men of Apocalypse, issue number 3. I've already read issue 1 and 2. This is like trying to decide which timeline is correct. There's like the X-Men of the Apocalypse, and then there's Xavier's X-Men. And I think we're mainly working, like the characters we're really following so far are the X-Men of Apocalypse, and not so much like you did see the Xavier's X-Men, but the ones we're focusing on are the X-Men of Apocalypse, which I guess makes sense. But yeah, it's like there's two realities, and they're trying to make sure their reality is the correct one. And yeah, that's essentially kind of what's going on with it. This is issue 3. Here's the cover. Pretty cool. The second thing that I grabbed was Batwoman. I think this is like the highlight of this week. It came out this week. This is issue number 1, so it's a whole new series of Batwoman of All In, and the art's pretty interesting. Let me see who did the. It's written by Greg Rucka. Is it Greg Rucka? Let me find it. Yes, it's the writer is Greg Rucka, and Danny is the artist. Okay. Interior work. Yeah, I actually don't really know what it's about other than it's following Batwoman. And I'm assuming it's kind of like going through her backstory, and then I'm assuming. I actually didn't look into it that much. It's more just like, oh, I don't know much about Batwoman, and the cover is really dope. She looks really dope. So I was like, yeah, I'm curious on how it's gonna go. I don't think it's like the backstory starting off from when she was like a baby, but I do think we get a little more information on Batwoman. So that's why I wanted to check it out. Also, it's issue number 1, so good time to step in. And then the next thing I got was Phoenix, the Untold Story. I think this follows the uh, Uncanny X-Men, I think Phoenix when she dies. The Saga of Phoenix, yeah, featuring the original uncensored, never before published conclusion to the Saga of Phoenix. So I did read the Saga of Phoenix, and it was pretty good. You can definitely tell the art style is from decades ago. um, that's not a bad thing. I'm just saying it's like a very particular style, but essentially, like the Phoenix goes dark, but it's not the same as like the Dark Phoenix uh series. But yeah, so she goes to the dark side, and then she's like gets brought back to life, and then it's like trying to just like her death may be what saves the universe kind of thing, but that means that she dies. But does the Phoenix ever truly die? So I'm wondering what this conclusion is, because I do remember reading it and it's like, oh, okay, that's, I kind of hate to see it because I love Phoenix, but I get it. So I am very curious about the conclusion. I got the foil version of it. And then I went back and forth on getting these, but I ended up getting Wonder Woman All In issues 29 to 31. 31 just came out. It's with the, I think Trinity is her name. I want to say that's Wonder Woman's daughter, but I don't know the whole lore. But it's like the Wonder War starts here, so I figured this would be a great time to start it. But since they had the other 2 issues, I was like, you know what, I might as well pick these up too. So that's what I went ahead and did. But um, this is what I really went in there for. And since it was like right at the beginning of a new section, it was like the beginning of, yeah, like a new section within All In Wonder Woman. I figured this was a good time to pick it up. So we're gonna see how this goes. Let's see if I can get action scene. But yeah, so that's issue 31. Here's 30. And here is 29. And yeah, that's all that I picked up this evening after work. And now I'm going to get back to doing some reading tonight. It's Friday night, so I don't have to do work right away. I probably will, but I don't have to do it right away. So, yay me. I'm going to do some reading, and then I'll probably actually do some work, but I'm going to read first. Okay, so I just finished reading Harley Quinn issue 59. It was about a date with Althea Klang. This person, uh, this this is Harley. This person. To be honest, when I first saw this cover, for some reason I thought this was Catwoman. I mean, you can kind of see where I was heading with that, right? Um, it's not Catwoman, which makes sense because Catwoman is with Batman. Um, Anyways, Harley Quinn's with Poison Ivy too, but the witch is actually brought up in this issue. So I'm glad they cleared that up because I was at first like, is Harley not with Poison Ivy? But no, she is. So this was like a date between Harley and Althea Klang, and we see how that goes. About, of course, there's nothing ever perfect when it comes to Harley Quinn, so there's a lot of chaos in it. It was kind of cute though. Not like the cutesy cute, not like the sirens that I was reading. I don't know if I was reading it in this blog or not, but um, this is nice. It's more like 3.5 stars, I would say, out of 5, because the storyline, I think if you just jumped straight into it, starting with this one, you would not want to continue reading the series other than for like the art style. Um, I didn't start off on this issue. I started off like 2 issues before this one, I think. So I kind of had an idea of Klang and why they were going on this date. But outside of that, if I just picked this one up by itself, I wouldn't want to continue the series. And therefore, that's why it's like a 3.5 stars issue. But it's pretty cool. Here's like an interesting scene. Very explosive. Um, Anyways, just finished this, and I have a headache. I was planning on reading Marvel Black, White, and Blood and Guts, issue 3. But honestly, I think I'm just gonna go to bed because I have a headache and I'm tired. I've been up since 4 this morning and I really just want to go to bed. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to bed, and that ends this video. Is for me, it was a little all over the place, but hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Um, the next couple of videos will get back to being something more normal. I have like a productive vlog probably coming up, and then like a reading vlog that will be more than just like comics. It'll also include books. Um, so yeah, that's something to look forward to coming up. Um, yeah, and I'm sure I'll do another comic haul at some point, but um, I won't do like a focused comic haul for maybe a couple weeks. We'll see how I feel and how filming goes. Anyways, just babbling. Until next time, bye.